Goodest morning to everybody paying attention. I'm gonna make this quick as possible. All right, so we're gonna go over this. Right there so I can see. Make sure I don't. Make sure I'm sharing my screen the whole time. All right, so let me make this as quick as possible. I'm gonna go strategy system this morning with y'all real quick. I was doing this video a little earlier and got some difficulties going on, so we're gonna do it again. If you're not already, feel free to join the Discord. The link is in the description. We in that thing every day. You can check out the SiliS strategy system layouts and worksheets that I have made personally for my students. Get in there and get your learning on. We go through this step by step. You feel me? We in the trader chat room every day, giving out the knowledge, giving out the sauce. We got my morning flow playlist. Nobody's doing like this. We're installing morning flow playlist. We got, stuff to get your mind right. We got the worksheet to get your mind right in the morning. We got a lot of things a lot of these gurus aren't including in their teachings. So feel free to join the Discord and get your knowledge on. We did about 300 something today on the charts, and I'm going to show you how. I'm going to erase everything and get back into it. We're going to go step by step with the SiliS strategy system. All right. So step one, fundamental awareness, which is news. So we go to Forex Factory. We know we had some yellow folder news come out, but with these millions in the actuality numbers, that's not minuscule to me. So we make sure we're aware of that. We're making no markups way before open, which is 8:30. We're aware of our time frames. So we do our top-down structure, number 2, and number 3 is our key levels. So we're gonna go in here and do our top-down analysis, which is just making markups on zones, our highs and our lows. As you can see on the daily, we're bearish, but before that was more of a shooting star candle, something like this right here, but even more like this. It was more like that, so it was a little unpredictable in the very top of the morning. So I went back to the hour, which is my favorite. We're just marking up our highs and our lows. I think I was here with it. You know what I'm saying? Then we have these lows here. You can mark up things like that. And then we do our zones, which is we want to see what price currently is. And it's easier for me to do that with a box. So if we just go here, and as you can see, this bracket right here, I'm sorry, I'm going to make this box. And this bracket right here is the beginning of New York session. Each of these brackets is sessions. This is about New York. I think this is Asian and some of London. From this bracket to this bracket, but this bracket begins New York. And as you can see, New York isn't over because there's no bracket for the next session. That'll be around 4 p.m. But we did our top-down analysis for world fundamental news coming out at 7:30 and 7:15. But we're not even going to initiate any trades until at 8:45 anyway, as time matters. Between 5 and 8, we're just doing pre-market. We're building our set. We're building our levels. We're making our markups. We don't participate in open, which is 8:30 to 8:45, where price is most sporadic. So we make our markups. And then we're on our value, which we can see with this box here. Not value, but our zones, which is this box. And if we take the top area where price seems to have been stuck and won't break against, that is resistance. We take the bottom area, and I just keep things pretty much just white and black because I just keep it even when it comes to my markups. I keep it pretty simplistic, even in the color spectrum of things. And we have support at the bottom of that zone. So you can make that with a box, you can make it with zones, but it's really just the top and the bottom, the roof and the floor. People also call this supply and demand, but I use resistance and support. So once those markups are made, you're just looking for price to break out above resistance or below support. whichever is most probable. And you can tell which one's most probable by having more accountable confluences. So we have our top-down analysis with our tops, our bottoms. We have our zone, which is right here. Next step is adding our fixed range volume profile tool to price to see where the value area is, right? So we'll go over here to our drawing panel. And if you go to forecasting and down here, volume-based tools, we have the fixed range volume profile tool. You can favorite it and add it to your favorites. I have it here. So we'll add it to that bracket where we know New York is in front of this. So you can't get right on directly on it, but you don't want to be behind it. So you put it in front and you'll take it to where price currently is, let it go, and it'll give you the value area, which is between this green line and this red line, which is the value area high and the value area low. The yellow line is the mid range or the POC, which is point of concern, right? Now, when the market opened at 8:30, I can go to 30-minute time frame, which is this candle. We didn't get too much movement, but as you can see here, we wait for the 9 o'clock candle every time. We don't have to every time, but 9 o'clock candle is, I feel, where most of the manipulation, most of the volume, most of the action takes place, right? So now that we have our markups, we're going to look for the confluences and we're going to look for directional bias, right? So go back to our strategy. That was step number 5. We know timing is important. We're waiting for after 8:45 to make our moves. We know that session behavior regularly is consolidation, which is just sideways action, manipulation, which is when price breaks above or below consolidation. And usually towards the later end of the session, we get distribution, which is where price returns back to that consolidation area. We want to take advantage of manipulation, right? So we know that if price is above value, we're looking for longs or buys. If price is below the value area low, we're looking for shorts or sales. And if it's in the middle, we're either waiting or using our best probable factors to trade from that mid-range in the direction we believe price is going to. But A and B are better for a more probable and more profitable trade. As well, we're looking for reaction types. We're either looking for price to break above and continue or below and continue, or price can bounce off these areas of value, which is why we mark everything up. Now, as you can see, price did break above the value area high a little bit, but then it continued to drop, came back down. That's a rejection. We have rejection or a bounce. Now, here, when it continues, that's acceptance. Here's a rejection. If you would have saw it bouncing above here, not above resistance, which would have been a better confluence, you would have got caught up and stomped out because you thought it was going to continue without having the proper confluences, without waiting. So we get our bounce. We wait for 9 o'clock, which is this candle here. We're at the mid-range. We're looking like we're going to fill that mid-range, which is also a value area rule. If we're within the value area, there's a 70% chance we're going to fill it, right? So at 9, we're taking our best confluences and making our best judgment. So what do we see here? I'll go back to my original pictures because the value area can move as the day progresses. So if we go here, you can see I said it had some semi-balanced news come out on the dollar. I made a small sell on that. That was my original first trade from the mid-range, because I saw that big drop here, got that bounce or in the value area, and I had those markups. So with us thinking we're going to fill, and with everything that happened recently with SpaceX debuts and things like that, I knew we probably were going to look for a return, since we had those big buys before, like Monday. So I knew we would have a return probably of some sellage. So that was another confluence I had in mind. And then we broke value area low, continued to those target points. And we ended up not only filling every target, but doing exactly what I said. So what confluences do we take into account? We've broken support. That's one confluence for sales. Originally, now that the value area has moved, we can't really see it there. But originally, we broke the value area low. That's two confluences. We broke support. We broke the value area low. If we turn on our indicators, which we haven't used any indicators yet, I took everything off. We haven't used any indicators as of yet. But if I turn on the volume indicator, we see that at 9 o'clock, volume increased. At that point, we already had volume increasing. But at 9, we had a great increase. That's three confluences for sale. Support break, value area low break, increase in bearish pressure on volume. If we turn on the fair value gap indicator, we have nothing but bearish fair value gaps. That's four confluences, four sales. What else do you need? That's bearish. We have a downward trend happening. We have a break of structure. If you put your trend on, originally we're buying, but here we have a break of structure. We have a continuation of the break of structure. Here we're at the POC. We ask ourselves, how is price reacting here? We get a wick and a bearish body. That's another sell point. We have a bunch of different confluences for sales. We're not predicting, we're reacting. We're dancing with the market, doing what the market is doing, not what we feel, not what we think, not predicting. So with that, we sold, made a nice little 320 something on the day. Students getting in there, and it's the simple thing. We run it back the same way every single morning. Simple, solid strategy workflow. Fundamental awareness, top-down analysis, key levels and zones, fixed range volume profile, dance with the market, get your confluences, make the most probable decision, get the money in the day, enjoy life is all there is to it, really. I definitely could have went harder with this trade. I could have had a bigger contract size. Seriously, I definitely should have, but taking it easy a little bit, But that's pretty much all I got for today. As you can see, price continued to drop. No cap in my wrap at all. We were really in here every single day. I mean, every day. Yesterday we were in here. We called those buys on theirs, I believe. So it's all there. Beautiful strategy, as you can see. Support breaks, low breaks, bearish fair value gaps, structure break. It's all there. Increase bearish pressure on the volume, and just waiting for that execution at a sniper level capacity. So that's all I got for y'all today, man. So I hope you got knowledge about this. They call me SiliS. This is SiliS Trades. That's all I got for you. Feel free to join the Discord, and I'll see y'all in the next time.